Good evening, Kettering. I stand before you tonight with deep gratitude and tremendous optimism as your new mayor. For 72 years, the city has carried the name and spirit of Charles Kettering, a man who believed that problems are simply opportunities and work clothes. That philosophy has shaped every decision we make, every investment we approve, and every conversation we have with you, our residents. I'm honored to work alongside our City Council, Vice Mayor Lisa Duval, Bob Scott, Shane Sullivan, Dan Palmer, and Laura Arbor. Together with our talented city staff, we're committed to one simple promise, making Kettering work for everyone who calls it home. Tonight's address isn't just about what we accomplished in 2025. It's about what we're building together. A city where families thrive, businesses grow, and neighbors look out for one another. It's where our past informs our future, but never limits it. So let's dive in and talk about where we've been, where we are, and where we're headed.
When you run a city, you make responsible decisions for today while planning for tomorrow. We are increasing our fiscal discipline and emphasizing smart planning. We would like to highlight our finance department, who has earned the city its 43rd consecutive Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting. We also received the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for the 40th year running and the Ohio Auditor of State Award with distinction. These aren't just plaques on a wall. They're proof that even in challenging times, we maintain rigorous financial standards and transparency. Being fiscally responsible means making tough choices. It means finding ways to cut costs without cutting the services that you rely on. It means being creative about attracting new jobs and businesses that strengthen our tax base. And it means continuing to look for efficiencies, like our Income Tax Division's new pilot program, allowing tax professionals to file electronically for their clients, a small change that makes a big difference when April rolls around. Our Human Resources team has been busy building a workforce ready to serve you. Between January and mid-November of 2025, we brought on 20 full-time employees, 8 part-time team members, and promoted 14 staff across departments. We have expanded our employee orientation process while also recognizing and celebrating employees for safe work and years of excellent service. Here's something that matters. We added nursing support to our summer camp program. That's a first for day camps in Southwest Ohio. And it means families with kids who have diabetes, allergies, or other medical needs can participate in our camps without worry. When we say everyone's welcome in Kettering, we mean it. We also deepened our ties with Kettering City Schools through participation in youth science nights, conducting mock interviews, career days, and lunch and learns for students. The next generation is watching what we do. And we want them to see the importance of local public service and a city that invests in our people.
Our city government operates with excellence, delivering services that are not only effective and innovative, but also built on collaboration and respect for every resident we serve.
In 2025, the Kettering Police Department continued its focus on protecting our citizens and building upon the strong relationships we have with them. This past year, we added several drones to our unmanned aerial vehicle program and purchased a new SWAT transport vehicle. We hosted several regional trainings for law enforcement at the Kettering Public Safety Training Center, including leadership training for patrol officers and supervisors. We passed our annual CALEA reaccreditation inspection, maintaining our commitment to national standards for law enforcement. We increased our collaboration with local and state task force, including the Retail Crime Task Force, working with both private businesses and other public agencies to reduce retail theft, which seriously impacts all of our communities. Our relationship with the community continued growing with programs like National Night Out, Citizens Police Academy, Communications with a Cop, Self-Defense, Blue Santa, and the City Block Party. All of these keep us engaged with the people we serve. This year, we hired 2 patrol officers, a dispatcher, a record specialist, a redaction specialist, and a court security officer. We promoted strong leaders from within, and we said goodbye with gratitude to colleagues who retired after decades of dedicated service. Looking to 2026, we'll continue blending innovation with relationship building, better training, smarter technology, and deeper trust. That's the formula for keeping Kettering one of the safest places in the region.
When someone calls 911, they're having the worst moment of their day, maybe their life. Our job is to show up ready to help. For the 8th year in a row, the Kettering Fire Department earned the gold standard for heart attack diagnosis and treatment. That recognition reflects the skill and heart of our crews who respond to emergencies every single day. We took delivery of Engine 36, an E1 pumper, along with a road rescue medic unit for Medic 36 equipped with a Stryker power cot. We installed mobile data terminals across our fleet and added new automatic chest compression systems, implemented emergency access procedures throughout the city. We hired 2 firefighter paramedics, maintaining our operational strength of 80 personnel. We issued 4 life-saving awards this year, honoring crews who brought patients back from cardiac arrest and restored them to their families and normal lives. In late June, 2 of our team members responded to a structural collapse in St. Mary's, Ohio, as part of Region 3 Rescue Strike Team. It's an 8-county technical rescue operation, and 13 of our members are trained and ready to serve whenever they're needed. We stayed visible in the community, visiting schools for career fairs, meeting future firefighters at Kettering Middle School, Van Buren Middle School, Fairmont High School, and the Dayton Regional STEM School. As we move into 2026, we're ordering new automatic stair lifts funded by a Bureau of Workers' Compensation grant, a new medic unit, 3 staff vehicles, and we're replacing a third of our portable radios as part of a 3-year upgrade cycle. We're also replacing our locution dispatch console to shave seconds off response times, and in emergencies, seconds save lives.
Building a strong economy means creating opportunities for everyone, from startups to established employers, and ensuring prosperity reaches every corner of our community.
Economic development is about more than ribbon cuttings and tax revenue. It's about creating opportunity for everyone who wants to build something here. In 2025, we supported redevelopment projects that changed the face of our community. We supported multiple businesses with grants to improve their properties. We removed blighted structures like the former Pepito's restaurant, the Kawasaki building, and the Vivian Tap Room, clearing the way for new possibilities. The Barnes redevelopment project is one we're especially proud of. This historic building, once slated for demolition, is being transformed into a small business and entrepreneur hub in partnership with Kettering City Schools, Cohatch, the Kettering Development Corporation, and the Shevitz Foundation. It'll house the school's administrative offices and serve as a launch pad for local entrepreneurs. Construction begins later in 2026. We also welcome new businesses. Nova Adventure Park, Zen Grill, closed at work, and the long-awaited reopening of the expanded and remodeled James Free Jewelers. Together, small businesses in Kettering created roughly 100 new jobs this year. 11 business owners participated in our Micro Enterprise Assistance Program this past spring, learning from the top regional advisors and accessing resources to help them grow. We're committed to ensuring that local entrepreneurs have the tools they need to succeed. We also ramped up efforts in the Miami Valley Research Park, focusing on bioscience and advanced manufacturing. The Dayton STEM School is almost finished, and Solvita and Resonetics are both positioned for expansion. In 2026, we'll also continue driving growth at the Research Park and Governor's Place Office Park. These aren't just business districts, they're economic engines for our entire community.
As Assistant City Manager, my work touches planning, community development, and senior services. And this year, we've made real progress in all 3. Let's start with economic revitalization. Facade and demolition grants along Wilmington Pike and Far Hills Avenue have helped property owners upgrade their buildings. The former Tenneco site is being repositioned for future development. And VC Flats in the Research Park is bringing new housing and energy to a critical economic area. We're supporting businesses with the Micro Enterprise Education and Loan Program, which provides forgivable loans to eligible small businesses. And our Community Reinvestment Area program continues incentivizing investment in neighborhoods like Aragon Oak Park, where homeowners can improve their properties and strengthen our housing stock. In August of 2024, City Council approved a 16-month moratorium on new gas stations along commercial corridors. This pause gives us time to develop a comprehensive land use plan that reflects what our community wants, not just what developers propose. The plan is underway now. It's a 20-year roadmap for how Kettering redevelops, built on input from residents, businesses, and stakeholders. It's grounded in our strategic plan, and it'll guide decisions on neighborhoods, economic development, mixed-use areas, and public spaces. Now let's talk about seniors. Natalie Storms, our Senior Services Coordinator, assisted 414 residents in 2025, providing 25 different types of services and working directly with residents 1,784 times. She made nearly 400 home visits and handled over 1,000 phone calls. Our blood pressure clinics served 47 residents. We received the National Community Development Association District Small Community Impact Award and the CareSource Community Impact Award for this work. We also won a $16,000 Miami Valley Age-Friendly grant to support an age-friendly ADA program at the Charles I. Latham Senior Center. In 2026, we're updating our Senior Resource Guide, hosting an Older Adult Professionals Roundtable in February, organizing a large Community Development Block Grant Vendor Fair in May, and continuing our weekly blood pressure clinics at the Far Hills branch of the library.
A thriving community is one where creativity flourishes, neighbors connect, and everyone finds meaningful ways to participate in the life of our city.
As Director of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts, I get to work on the projects that bring joy to people's lives, and this year, we really delivered. The Latham Garden Plaza opened in spring 2025 after years of planning. Located in Indian Riffle Park, it features a new shelter, renovated shuffleboard courts, an artificial turf putting green, bench swings, water fountains, and plenty of seating. When Doug Latham and his family flew in from California for the ribbon cutting this fall, it was a celebration of family, legacy, and community. We also completed a major renovation in Governor's Place, redesigning the infrastructure and landscape for this key business corridor. Engineering and parks worked together under a tight deadline, and we got it done. The project was finished this fall and will serve that area for decades. Our signature events drew thousands of visitors to Art on the Commons, Art on the Playground, the Rosewood Holiday Arts Festival, Mayor's Tree Lighting, and concerts by the Kettering Civic Band and Kettering Children's Choir. We hosted the DDC Hometown Heroes event at the Riley Green Concert. And Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson and a Fairmont High School graduate, came home to share her artwork at Rosewood Arts Center, with the Fairmont Marching Firebirds welcoming her back. Speaking of Rosewood, enrollment has surged. Between 2023 and 2025, we've seen nearly a 50% increase in year-to-date enrollments. More people are engaging with the arts, and that creative energy ripples throughout our entire community. We secured age-friendly grants from the Dayton Foundation, the Del Mar Health Dayton Fund, and MVRPC Institute for Livable and Equitable Communities. That funding supports a fully subsidized age-friendly softball league and an adaptive three-wheel bike program. The Frays hosted 3 sold-out shows and brought back Kids Fest. We launched a teen printmaking initiative partnering with Kettering City Schools, Dayton Regional STEM School, and Dayton Public Schools, providing transportation so every student could participate. In 2026, we're updating our Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Master Plan, pursuing CAPRA reaccreditation, and completing an assessment and infrastructure design improvements at Frays Pavilion. We're listening to residents and designing spaces that reflect what you want, not what we think you need.
Quality of life is built on safe neighborhoods, accessible pathways, diverse housing choices, and opportunities that help every resident learn, grow, and connect.
Infrastructure isn't glamorous, but it's essential to each of our daily lives. And in 2025, we invested over $11 million in roads, sidewalks, and stormwater systems. Major projects included resurfacing Dorothy Lane from South Dixie Highway to Hague Avenue, supported by $1.5 million in federal funding. We resurfaced sections of Whip Road, East Stroop Road, and Patterson Road, along with streets throughout our neighborhoods. We completed the Governor's Place Streetscape project, upgraded streets and drainage in Golf Club Estates, repaired Fletcher Avenue, installed ADA curb ramps on Stroop Road, and built new sidewalk along West Stroop Road from Stonebridge to Ridgeway, backed by $340,000 in federal funds. We partnered with ODOT on the State Route 835 and State Route 48 resurfacing project, an almost $2.1 million investment. Our public service crews kept the city running all year. During the 2025 winter season, they applied 4,200 tons of salt, 12,600 gallons of beet heat, and 106,000 gallons of brine. In the fall, they collected over 600 truckloads of leaves, which is more than 3,700 tons. We processed almost 700 tons of yard waste at the Yard Debris Center and produced over 1,800 tons of mulch. Residents and our park system both benefit from this incredible effort. We also recycled almost 41,000 pounds of scrap metal and over 2,000 cubic yards of asphalt grindings. And we welcomed almost 21,000 cars to the Yard Debris Center. Infrastructure connects us literally and figuratively. Every repaired sidewalk, every new path, every upgraded drainage system makes life a little easier and keeps Kettering moving forward.
The choices we make today shape the world our children will inherit, and that means prioritizing environmental health alongside economic vitality and community well-being.
Sustainability is a commitment to making decisions today that protect tomorrow. In 2025, we launched a new Sustainability Office website, creating a central hub for programs, data, and ways to get involved. We introduced recycling efforts at Frey's Concerts, the Recreation Complex, Fitness and Wellness Center, the Water Park, and at Go Forth. We opened 2 new drop-off programs, a community recycling site in June and a composting location in December, both at Indian Riffle Park. These programs give residents convenient options for materials that would otherwise end up in landfills. We partnered with the Little Miami Watershed Network to organize multiple cleanups along Little Beaver Creek. Kettering volunteers showed up, rolled up their sleeves, and made a real difference. We're looking to 2026, developing a comprehensive sustainability plan that supports a key goal of the strategic plan. This effort will be aligned with updates to the comprehensive plan and Parks Master Plan. It's not just about setting goals, it's about creating a roadmap we can realistically follow. Sustainability is about more than recycling bins and compost piles. It's about building a city that our kids and grandkids will be proud to inherit.
Volunteers are the backbone of this community. They coach youth sports, maintain parks, help seniors file taxes, and provide support in city offices. In 2025, over 400 volunteers donated 14,500 hours using their skills, earning school credit, and building connections that make Kettering strong. Programs like Make a Difference Day, Neighborhood Pride, and the Christmas Day Gathering succeed because of volunteers who show up and care. In 2026, we're expanding our outreach to recruit new volunteers and partner with community organizations. We've teamed up with the Communications and Engagement Division to share stories and show people how they can be part of the Kettering story. If you've ever thought about volunteering, this is your invitation. There's a place for you here.
As we close the State of the City, I want to leave you with this thought. Kettering isn't great because of what we've built. It's great because of who we are. We're neighbors who help each other, entrepreneurs who take risks, volunteers who give their time, families who invest in our schools and parks, city employees who show up every day to serve. In 2025, we invested in infrastructure, supported local businesses, and strengthened public safety. We are following the community-driven strategic plan and working toward a sustainable future. We listened, we learned, and we moved forward together. In 2026, we'll keep that momentum going. We'll complete the comprehensive land use plan and finish major projects that will shape our community for years to come. We'll continue supporting our seniors, celebrating our artists, and keeping Kettering one of the safest and most welcoming communities in Ohio. This year also marks a special milestone, America's 250th anniversary, and we invite the entire community to celebrate America 250 with us throughout the year. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me to serve as your mayor. Thank you to City Council, our dedicated staff, and every resident who makes this city what it is. Together, we're building a Kettering we can all be proud of. May 2026 bring health, happiness, and prosperity to you and your families. Thank you for choosing to call Kettering home.